Good day, everyone. As you all know, we are here to present our report regarding our research on OFW financial welfare. I am presenting this report with my groupmates who also conducted on the research as well as the solving.
To give you an idea on what we did, we were given a task to do a research about 5 lending and 5 investment companies that offer programs to Filipinos who work in abroad or also known as the OFWs. If possible, we will also put up offers or programs that we would like to suggest to the companies that we have found.
To pursue this task, we distributed the entire possible task to each one of us. To be able to find lending and investment companies, we used Google and asked for our parents' help who had the connection with some companies.
Now, as you can see, we prepared this PowerPoint as your guide in this report of ours. You can also ask some questions regarding our report after our presentation. Now, let us proceed.
We started looking for 10 companies last November of 2020. Let us start with the investment companies. First, here is Bank of the Philippine Islands, also known for its acronym BPI.
Here's a little background of what BPI is. It was founded in 1851. Bank of the Philippine Islands is the first bank in the Philippines and in the Southeast Asian region. BPI is a universal bank and together with its subsidiaries and affiliates, it offers a wide range of financial products and solutions that serve both retail and corporate clients.
Well, how do you get OFW loan in BPI? Well, there are 4 requirements for you to get an OFW loan in BPI. First is the loan maturity should be at least 21 up to 60 years old. Second, you must be employed for at least 2 years. Third, you must have at least a minimum monthly income of 25,000 pesos. And lastly, you should be working or residing within 30 kilometers from the nearest BPI branch.
The next company is Land Bank of the Philippines. The Land Bank of the Philippines is a government financial institution that strikes a balance in fulfilling its social mandate of promoting countryside development while remaining financially viable.
So over the years, Land Bank has successfully managed this tough balancing act, as evidenced by the continued expansion of its loan portfolio in favor of its priority sectors, the small farmers and fishers, a good part of which are agrarian reform beneficiaries, micro and SMEs, agri and aqua projects of local government units and government-owned and controlled corporations, communications, transportation, housing, education, healthcare, environment-related projects, tourism, and utilities.
It offers a special lending program designed for overseas Filipino workers. Land Bank's Bahay para sa Bagong Bayani or 3B program allows OFWs to acquire, build, or renovate their own homes at relaxed and flexible terms.
Here are the requirements for you to be an eligible borrowers. First and foremost, you should be a Filipino citizen. If you're an OFW, you should be confirmed reputable. Should be 21 years old, but not more than 65 years of age. Upon loan maturity, lastly, should be clear of adverse credit finding with the other creditors.
Next in the slide are the eligible loan purpose of the 3B: purchase of residential lot, house and lot, residential units, condominiums, townhouse, constructions, improvement or renovation of existing residential unit owned by OFW, refinancing of an existing housing loan of the OFW on current status, assumption by an OFW an existing housing loan by another borrower, either with land bank or another creditor.
While the loan amount is the lowest of the paying capacity of the OFW or loan value of collateral with loan value of 80% provided that financing will be the principal residence or dwelling of the borrower OFW and the title should be under the name of the OFW.
The third investment company is the Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, or known as RCBC. It was established in 1960 as a development bank and is licensed by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, for both commercial and investment banking.
The Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, or more commonly called as RCBC, is one of the banks in the Philippines that offers loans to the public. It has both personal and business loan offers that serves for different purposes.
RCBC has its own offer for OFWs around the world. Telemoney peso savings, no initial deposit, no maintaining balance. Open an ATM savings account designed for OFWs. With RCBC, you can provide for your family conveniently. It doesn't have average daily balance or ADB requirement as long as you remit once a year. Its interest rate is 0.46%.
Here are the requirements of telemedicine. Lifelong verified passport with foreign company ID, Siemens book, overseas marine certification or its equivalent, other acceptable ID showing that the client is an OFW.
Second to the last investment company is Security Bank. Security Bank Corporation is a universal bank in the Philippines. It was established on June 18, 1951 as Security Bank and Trust Company and was the first private and Filipino-controlled bank of the post-World War II period. Security Bank was publicly listed with the Philippine Stock Exchange in 1995.
Security Bank Corporation has a proud history of financial management expertise with a proven track record of stability and consistent profitability achieved through an efficient, perceptive, and forward-thinking management style. The bank stands firm as one of the Philippines' top 10 private domestic universal banks in terms of assets, deposits, capital, and return on equity.
Security Bank has partnered with PisoPay.com, a new financial technology and licensed remittance company, to offer a more convenient remittance service to overseas Filipino workers in Japan. Through the partnership with PisoPay, OFWs can efficiently send money to their families, while their families can easily pay bills through interbank fund transfer, which reduces time spent from hours or days to just minutes. The receiver can withdraw the money by keying in the passcode in the ATM.
The last investment company is the Pag-ibig. Pag-ibig is an acronym which stands for Pagtutulungan sa Kinabukasan, Ikaw, Bangko, Industriya at Gobyerno. To this day, the Pag-ibig Fund continues to harness these four sectors of the society to work together towards providing fund members with adequate housing through an effective savings scheme.
Pag-ibig offers a saving program for OFWs that allows them to grow their hard-earned money bigger than it would earn in banks. In 2017, Pag-ibig declared 7.61% dividend earnings, or amounting to 27.29 billion pesos, which were credited proportionately to the members' accounts, tax-free.
Here's the sample computation of pag-ibig. Saying that you have 200 pesos for monthly savings, it, it will turn 48,000 savings in 20 years. The next is total dividend earned at 6.46%. It would turn to be 48,024 and 29. Total savings with 6.46% dividend rate would be 96,024.29.
Now, let us talk about the five lending companies.
Vidalia Lending Corp. It is one of the Philippines' resources. They use pyramid method with new technologies. Their credit evaluation system improves constantly, learning and optimizing in response to monthly loan repayment and delinquency data. Loan borrowers can get a loan between 5,000 up to 500,000 pesos.
Vidalia Lending allows people to invest in the loans they offer to their clients. Investors can invest as little as 5,000 pesos and pick up terms of 2 months up to 12 months. Their company handles the marketing, servicing, and collection of the loans. With their managed peer-to-peer investing platform, investors are not affected if borrowers are delayed with their repayments.
There's this helpful guide for OFWs from Vidalia Lending Corp. Good Investment for OFW 101. The Do's and Don'ts. It is not a hidden fact that OFWs are considered as Filipino modern heroes, not just because of their hard work and sacrifices, but also owing to the fact that they remit billions of dollars to the country every year. According to the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the money sent home by OFWs last December 2018 can be described as the highest annual level to date. Personal remittances scored 3.6% higher than last 2017, resulting to $3.15 billion only for that month. With that, the full year tally came with $32.21 billion, at 3.0% higher from the year 2017, and $31.29 billion consequently. Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Department of Economic Statistics Head Red- Redentor Paulo Alegre stated that from 4.2% in the third quarter of 2018, the percentage of families investing remittances went up to 5.1% in the fourth quarter.
So this only means that instead of allotting money for material things, Filipinos are also seeing the importance of saving up and investing money for their future. But then again, how would you know if it is a wise investment? Well, take a look at this good investment for OFW guide to make sure that you are perfectly aware of the do's and don'ts.
So here's the do's. First, start as soon as you can. Plan for the future ahead of you. Assure yourself that you'll achieve the financial stability you have been dreaming of for you and your family. The sooner you start, the better. There are a lot of investment options out there, and not all of them require a huge capital. Second, be smart yourself. Of course, before investing, make sure that you are perfectly aware of the investment platform you are getting yourself into. Being smart and wise begins in you. Make a research on what type of investment product will suit you the most and which company offers that. Make sure they have a good reputation and they are fully authorized. Next is read. Yes, simply read. Take your time read. Take your time reading once you have a copy of terms and conditions of your contract. You will be you will be the one to fund your investment, and thus there's nothing wrong with reassuring yourself that your hard-earned money will really safe, secure, and you will get the most out of it.
Don'ts. First, if it confuses you, then don't. In case that you find yourself getting confused about the investment product or you cannot understand any part of its term and condition, do not risk your money. If you have tried to find out or the company and your question are still left unanswered, then do not push through with your investment. Second is do not take the risk you cannot afford. Of course, the first rule of investment, know your risk tolerance. Do not be lured by the promise of exceedingly high return. You work hard for your money and you must not let it lose its value. Invest but never take the risk you cannot afford. Lastly, avoid schemes. Pyramiding investment schemes are truly become a trend, especially on the internet. According to Investopedia, a pyramid scheme is an illegal investment scam based on a hierarchical setup of network marketing. With this, you should be really extra more careful on where you will invest your money and make sure that it will never be put into waste.
Moving on to another lending company, which is Platinum Credit Plus Corporation or PCLC.
So PCLC has helped thousands of Filipinos traveling overseas by providing security through low-cost financing aimed to sustain the needs of both domiciled families and workers bound abroad.
So why should you choose PCLC? Their company offers the lowest effective interest rate in the region's microlending industry. They oblige all advisors to be transparent in deriving payment schedules to assure borrowers of proper judgment. They recommend borrowers to compare amortization with other lending channels. Being one of the few companies offering through low cost financing, they give utmost value and priority to select and qualifying clients. Their mandate is to cater to borrowers with good character by mapping his or her credit history. They boast an effective credit investigation team, which is a pillar to the company's foundation.
They also offer loans exclusive for sea-based and land-based of overseas Filipino workers. They also offer salary loans exclusive to employees of partner companies. And if you desire a partnership with them, please refer to www.platinumcreditplus.com/salary-loan.
Here are the requirements for OFW loan in PCLC. Borrower, passport, visa, POEA contract, contract with employer, OEC, airline ticket, proof of billing, two valid IDs, 2 by 2 picture. For co-maker, two valid IDs, proof of billing, and barangay clearance, and company ID, and 2 by 2 picture. Pre-qualification, co-borrower should be employed and minimum salary of 35,000 pesos.
The third lending company is Balikbayad. Balikbayad is a loan facility catered toward the needs of overseas Filipino workers. Balikbayad was designed to address the most pressing issues OFWs face in applying for a loan.
It is designed to address the financing needs of OFWs. Balikbayad is the number one loan facility that helps you secure your job abroad. Our app offers fast, simple, and affordable OFW loans with no hidden charges, collaterals, or deductions involved.
What can they offer? Land-based OFW loan. Take advantage of our collateral fee free. Low interest OFW loan and join the thousand of happy OFWs we have. Welcome on board. We offer 100% payout on your approved loan amount, no deduction, additional fees, or hidden charges.
The next lending company is Manicat. Manicat is an international financial company that provides payday loans. Now, quick loans from Manicat are available in the Philippines. Also, the loan lender successfully operates in countries such as Russia and Vietnam.
Well, here are the loans term for MoneyCat. The first loan amount is 1,000 to 4,000 pesos. The first loan interest rate is 2.5%. The loan term is 14 to 28 days, while the repeat loan amount is 1,000 to 20,000 pesos. Repeat loan interest rate is 2%. Money receipt speed is within 24 hours. Prolongation is 7% from the current loan amount plus the charges. And lastly, the type of loans is fast cash, fast cash loan, loan online, and personal loan.
Who is eligible for a money cut loan? First is Filipino resident only, and second is the borrower age is from 22 to 60 years old. And lastly, employed individuals are selected professionals.
What are the benefits? Filling out the registration form takes only 5 minutes. Convenient and fast loan service 100% online. Only 3 simple steps to get a loan. Money transfer to a bank account within 24 hours. Flexible terms of repayment, possibility to extend loan term, and consultation and customer support throughout the process.
So, lastly is FundGo Lending. FundGo is an online crowdfunding site that matches the borrower and the lender directly through their portal. By going direct to consumers, it minimizes the process, resulting in better rates for borrowers and higher interest for lenders.
Here are the loan parameter and example of calculating interest and loan payments of FundCo that they provided on their online site.
So, for the minimum amount, it is 50 minimum amount is 15,000 pesos. For the maximum amount, it is 250,000 pesos. For the minimum terms of 90, for the maximum terms of 365, and the rate of 0.05 per day. And take a look at this example of calculating interest and loan payments.
Now, what are the advantages? First is the intermediary platform brings together lenders and borrowers so that each of them gets what they need on the most favorable terms. Next is FundCo performs the assessment of the borrowers, checks him, sets the rate, develops the term of loan repayment. Individual approach to each client is guaranteed. Creditors and borrowers are guaranteed the safety of operations.
Now, here are the recommendations we have of what lending and investment company you should trust. In lending company, we highly recommend the Bank of the Philippine Islands. BPI is one of the biggest financial institutions in the Philippines. Their saving products include BPI Express Teller Account as well as the BPI Maxi Saver, which offers higher interest rates on your deposits. For OFWs, the BPI Pamana Padala is also a great option as it comes with the free accidental insurance and life insurance. What makes BPI stand out is their online banking system, which enables you to send money, pay bills, and monitor your transactions from anywhere in the world.
While for the investment company, we recommend Land Bank of the Philippines. The national government, spearheaded by the Department of Finance and the Land Bank of the Philippines, has launched the Overseas Filipino Bank as a digital-only, first branchless Philippine government bank that allows clients to complete banking transaction anytime and anywhere across the globe. As a digital-only facility and the Overseas Filipino Bank, fully owned subsidiary of Land Bank, now utilizes digital onboarding system with artificial intelligence to facilitate real-time account opening via the Overseas Filipino Bank's mobile banking application. The new digital amount opening platform allows overseas Filipino workers, and their beneficiaries to securely and continentally submit all requirements online.
Chosen investment company, Land Bank, provides equal employment opportunities to all employees and applicants for employment without regard to race, color, religion, political belief or affiliation, gender, ethnicity, age, et- age, weight, disability, or any other form of prejudicial and arbitrary classifications. Overseas Filipino workers were given a lot of business opportunities. Their credit assistance can help OFWs put up and run their own business as an alternative to their overseas employment. Now, answering the processing question. They pre- the previous lesson was able to help us to identify if we have the advantages when we try to apply in a lending or investment company. And well, basically, the equations and formulas were applied for some of the equation to the research.
We experienced some difficulties in this research. Some of the companies we decided to deal with became really impossible to approach. Due to the pandemic, we can only talk to them online. The unstable internet connection added difficulties to our communications when discussing our researches.
Though we address the problems by finding someone who has an acquaintance who works at the bank and has a connection with whom we can initiate the interview. We also tried to be very patient and waited for everyone to have a stable connection for us to avoid misunderstandings in the research.
I think the previous lessons were very helpful in terms of knowledge in financial matters, as these lessons are the basic computations or necessities needed in coordination with the starting a business.
Also, this will help us if we want to apply for loan in the near future, since we already know how much interest we will get after we loan. And if I can help my family or other people loan to them about the loan. However, much interest there will be like that. This will help me to become reliable person concerning in this matter.
So, we have now come to the end of our presentation. It's been an honor to be able to present our perspective before you all. That is all we have for today. Thank you and good day everyone. Goodbye.
Wala na. Finish na.